In this video tutorial, I am going to show you how to model the roof and how to put railings in place. This is the level that we have reached in the previous tutorials. We will need railings to protect people from falling down at this point in the upper floor. Then we will also need a roof to cover our house. So let's get back to ground floor. We start with the railing by activating the railing tool, which is found under design, architectural tools. Then down here we have railing, so that's active. As at now, we can go to settings dialog for the rail, which is this one, and these are the settings that the default settings that you will see when you open the settings dialog for this tool. I will invite you to explore this on your own time. If you want to customize how the rail looks like in 3D, you are invited to take a look at these settings, make the customizations that you feel will be okay for you. So for me, I want us to change something here. Under this layer, which is the default settings, you have a rail and node associativity. Let's check that railing and node associativity is put as associative and segment associativity is selected as associative. With that, you can get back now to our floor plan. Double click on upper floor plan to activate it. Then this is the area that needs to have some railing. So what I will do is I will start drawing from this point to this point. Now move it up to here. That will be our first section. Then we will start the other one from this point through that point to this other one. So that is our second section. That's done as easy as that. We can take a preview in the 3D window. That is how it looks. The next thing is to put the roof in place. So I'll get back to upper floor. Then under design, architectural tools, I will activate the roof tool. From there, we'll come here under settings dialog for the roof, and under geometry and positioning, I will change this pitch to, let's say, something like 22.5 as the pitch. Then I will choose vertical angle for roof's edges. The multiplane geometry, if overhang, I will change that to 600 millimeters and click OK. Then I will draw the outline of the roof. And before that, let's check that under geometry method we have this smart plane geometry selected. Then under construction method we have the first one, which is complex roof, selected. So from there now we can be able to draw the outline of our roof. So I'll start from that point, move it up to this corner, pick that edge up to that point all through. So just follow along. That's how to draw the outline of the roof, and we complete. So we take a preview in the 3D window, and this is what we are going to. So that is what we will see when we take a preview in the 3D window. I want to select the roof and change the roof pitch to something like, let's say 30 degrees. So under settings dialog, this is where we have the pitch settings. So I will change this to 30 degrees. Then down here I will click OK. And you will see some changes now appearing. So that's it. That's our roof. So we get back to 2D, and I will show you how to make some customizations for this type of roof that we have created. So I want to have a gable ends in both sides. So I will select the roof. What I'm doing is I'm holding the shift key down and then clicking on the roof to select it. Then from this node, I click on the node. I will get some options here, and these options are down here. The first one, which is stretch horizontal range, is the one that I'm going to select. Then when I select that, you see the roof is able now to move, or rather the node is able to move to that point. So I'll do the same with this other node and move it to this point. Then we have this node down here. Click on it and stretch that edge. So when you go to the 3D, this is what you will see. So we have the changes that we have made have reflected here. So that is how it looks in 3D. And you can, if you notice that we are having an open space here, and we also have an open space here that needs to be filled using the wall tool. But before that, I want to make sure that this roof has equal eave overhang specifications, and so we had specified 600 millimeters from the wall. So I will use the line tool. From here, let's have 600. So draw using the line tool, 600 from the wall. Then from this other wall we have 600 millimeters. Then this also from this point 600. Let me see if we have everything set in place. What are we missing? I think we adjust that to that point. So just to make sure that we are doing the right thing, let me delete that roof. Then we go to design. So we're going to redraw the roof. So design, architectural tools, we'll choose roof. Roof settings dialog, we'll have this as 30 degrees. We'll have the overhang as 600. Then we click OK. Then from there we redraw our roof. And make sure we are catching the details as they are supposed to be. So this is the edge, or rather the point. This is also another point. So that way. Then we complete from at the point where we had started. So this is it. That's how now it's supposed to be looking. Then we select the roof, shift click, and from this node click on this node and select the first option here, which is stretch horizontal ridge. What that does is it moves that ridge to that point, so that we are going to have a gable end at that point, and we'll also have a gable end at this point. We do the same to this edge. Select this first option of stretching horizontal ridge and move it to, select that, move it to that. Yes, so that's how it's supposed to look. We can take a preview in 3D window and you notice we have an empty space between this wall and the roof, and this part, I think, and the same applies to the other part. So before doing anything to fill that space, we need to extend the roof up to the 600 that we had specified. So what I will do is click on this, I'll click on this, then I'll select the second, I'll select this option of offsetting the edge. So click on offset edge, and I will offset it from there to this point. So let's see, up to there. Now do the same to this side. So click and offset up to that point. Do the same to the other side. So what we do is click on this, then move it to that line. So we have achieved 600mm all round coverage by the roof. So we can do away with these reference lines and take a view in the 3D window and see what changes we have made. So while we are still in the 3D view, I want us to close this opening, or rather this space that is here. It's supposed to be filled by having a wall up to this point. So what I'm going to do is I will go to under stories, I will activate the roof level story, and then with this active, I'll go ahead and right click on upper floor, and then choose to show as trace reference. So when trace reference is activated for this, using the wall tool, which is found under design architectural tools, activate wall tool. So we check these settings, so they're good to go. Click OK. So I'm going to draw a wall here so that it starts, so it is up to this point. The exact point should be that. So we are going to have a wall there, and we're going to have another wall in this section. So move it and select this, extend it to up to this point. Let's have it up to this point, then extend it by 100. So we have a wall there. We also need a wall here from this point to this point. So to see what we have created, so we go to the 3D view right now and take a look. So those are the walls that we have put in place. So what are we going to do so that we can be able to trim them? what we are going to do is we'll hold the shift key down when you are using Windows, then using your mouse click on the wall to select it, then click on the roof to also select it. So when both are selected, so move from there to this point. So this is the option which says trim elements to roof, trim elements to roof or shell. So I'll click on it, then it will ask me whether I want to select use roof and shell from current selection, and I'll click trim. So as you can see, that is trimmed. I'll navigate to the other side of the building. So from this side I can select both this wall and this wall, then select the roof, then trim those. Now trim them using the procedure that we had followed lately. So they are being trimmed, and that is what happens. So when you look at our building now, we have a complete structure in place. So that's how to model a roof in ArchiCAD 24. Thank you for watching this tutorial, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.